day. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 8 carries, 58 yards. From the 40 now on second down. Brady.
Well, we know
that looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran, former #1 pick back in 2009.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blough. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Complete.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 57 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 18. 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Chris.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Chris Godwin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 31, Stafford. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, so Big Jelly or something like that.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
31-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And
Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
12 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Complete.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get it under the Lions' pressure. He's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw, it's Brady. His target, it's Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Brady will try again on second down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a timeout.
A gain of 11 on the
7 seconds left in the first half.
First down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. The
Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Getting not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Detroit Lions, first down.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Jones has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Amendola's got it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. This is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1 more yard.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Carry on Johnson.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
The 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure gets to him again. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On the play brings up 4.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Lions take over first.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 81 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive. With a one-play drive of your own, and you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 82 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw there complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 7. 1:06 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Stafford now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Safety valve here. That's complete.
Stafford's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. They'll get this one together there. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
31.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game gets